We are looking ahead to 2024, and these are our most anticipated games so far.
There's obviously still a lot yet to be confirmed or announced for next year.
That's true.
But there's a lot that's already scheduled and ready to go.
And a lot of it's in like the first part of 2024,
It's
which caused you to panic a little bit.
It's amazing as we made this list.
So, yeah.
We have 19 games that we want to share. About half of them have dates, about half of them don't. They're just generally 2024.
Yes.
But I'm very excited for all of these. 2024 is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
So we're going to go by chronological order. The first one is Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, coming January 18th. That's really soon.
That might be our first game of the year.
It's like a matter of weeks, yes.
Very exciting. We've both been looking forward to this game so much. And what we've seen with the different trailers and stuff and the different previews that people have had, this game looks awesome.
Yeah, when we saw the trailer, like, oh, it's Prince of Persia, but it's Metroid too.
Right.
Awesome.
They had like the kind of the arm cannon swing thing, like that mechanic.
Right.
Yeah, and it looks amazing. So we're very much looking forward to this. And there's a lot of hot people in this.
And the prince is hot now.
So hot.
Congratulations for you.
Could be the hottie of 2024.
Wonderful. Next, we have Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy.
Yes.
Coming
out
January 25th.
January 25th. This is such a cool way to bring 3 iconic Ace Attorney games into one game. And the game also comes with other stuff, so you can go through the games in any order. They make it so that the chapters are, like, you can freely explore the chapters. And there is a gallery and an animation studio and some other little extras. If you're like a big Ace Attorney fan like I am, you can like poke around those little extras as well. Very cool.
Our next 2 games are coming out on the same day, which is a day after this Ace Attorney trilogy.
Yes.
I'm officially getting concerned now because Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth is coming on January 26th. This is one of those clear the schedule, clear everything, cancel my meetings, cancel my plans, because I need to binge this game.
Yes, you do. The trailer shows a naked man on a beach, so if that doesn't get you in, I don't know what does.
I mean, this is like a pretty big change for we're away from Japan. We're in Hawaii now. We're doing they got this weird like Animal Crossing-ish mode that you can do.
They were playing around with that in Ishin with the little farm that you buy. So they had them dancing around this kind of other game mechanic for a while, and I'm super into it. Like I want this.
It's gonna be zany, it's gonna be weird, it's gonna be awesome. Yes. But also launching on the exact same day, Tekken 8. Wow.
Whoops.
Oh my gosh.
Not again with these double launches, but we were like, can we not do that again in 2024? But I guess the answer is no. At least Tekken is a game that you can kind of like dabble because it's like a fighting game.
Yes.
So maybe you can play both at once? Maybe?
We thought 2023 was going to be the year of fighting games. It kind of was, but it's not complete without Tekken, which is one of the granddaddy series. People who are more into fighting games than we are saying, this is real good.
Is the one.
Pay attention to this
the
one. Good Tekken is really good, so I am excited for this.
Yes.
I want to be King, who is the man who is wearing a leopard hat in some wrestling tights and doing crazy 10-hit combos. Yes,
exactly.
Sign me up. Perfect. Next is a game that, just for the sake of knowing, I need to know what this game is. So Skull and Bones is a game that Ubisoft announced many years ago. It's a pirate game.
That's right. It's had a lot of
It's been
challenges.
delayed. It's been delayed.
Yes.
So many times.
Right.
But in the Game Awards, they had a trailer that confirmed a launch date with very little fanfare. It's coming February 13th.
Yeah.
Is this going to be good? Is it not going to be good? I don't know.
I really like pirates.
I just want to see what this is about and what did they finally come up with after all these years.
Right. They have like some piratey things and like Assassin's Creed Black Flag and stuff like that. So I feel like they can do some pirate stuff. So we just need to wait and see.
Yes.
But it could be good.
3 days after that, on February 16th, we have Mario versus Donkey Kong. When this was first announced, I was not that excited because those recent Mario versus Donkey Kong games I kind of don't love with the little toy Marios and stuff.
Yeah, kind of like Lemmings.
But people explained to me that this is closer to Donkey Kong 94 on the Game Boy, which is an all-time great game.
There you go.
So I am back in on this.
Back in.
I'm back in, yes.
The puzzles do look really inventive in that trailer that they showed during the Direct. And they looked a little bit more bite-sized than
Yes.
the previous Mario versus Donkey Kong games, which my complaint was that the levels were too long.
Right.
And it annoyed me.
Yes.
So this looks better.
Yes, and if it's in the spirit of that game, Mario has all sorts of moves, and it's
Right.
fun to navigate those worlds. So
Yes. Back in.
I'm ready to correct a mistake
We've opened our hearts to Mario versus
of
Donkey
sleeping
Kong.
on this game the first time around. That will not happen again.
Okay. Next.
Number 7, maybe one of the biggest games of the year. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, coming February 29th.
Yes.
Are you ready?
No. No, but I'm also so ready. You had made a good suggestion. You're like, you should replay the original Final Fantasy VII.
Play them side by side.
And play them side
I think
by
you
side,
should.
which was really fun for me when I did that for Mario Super Mario RPG. So I will do that. I think that'll be really fun. I am such a huge Final Fantasy VII fan. I cannot wait to finally play this game. I feel like I've been waiting forever since the part 1. And I want to know what happens. I want to know what they changed, because I feel like they changed a lot.
I mean,
I want to know.
They're talking about this being, what looks like a huge world, lots to explore, lots to do.
Yes.
I did not play Final Fantasy VII on the PlayStation. Somehow I missed that game.
Oh, you missed it.
Don't ask me how.
But you played the part 1 of the Rebirth.
Well, I played part 1.
Yeah.
Right.
You liked it.
But not the original.
Right.
Yes. So I don't know all these things that people are looking forward to the story. It's new to me.
Oh.
I mean, I know some things. I won't say it.
Do you know this?
Are they going to do
something?
Are they going to do it or not? I don't know.
They're gonna.
I don't know. We're going to find out.
They have to do it. They can't change
But
that
this
part.
is going to be big. Yes.
They can't change that part.
Number 8 is a game I'm very excited for. Unicorn Overlord, simply by the name itself, coming March 8th.
Yes.
What is this game?
No one knows. Actually, we kind of know a little bit.
It's from the developers VanillaWare, who is known for having very unique games that are kind of in the RPG space.
Yes.
Amazing graphics. This looks like a great riff on a JRPG that we haven't seen before, introducing some great new mechanics and something that looks beautiful. I remember when this was first announced, I thought, this is weird. I don't know what it is, but I need it.
Right. It was definitely weird. My impression was that it was weird. But
Good.
I like it because weird means different and different is good.
Exactly.
Okay, next.
Number 9, we have again.
We played this game. So we really know what we're talking about.
Dragon's Dogma 2 is coming March 22nd.
So exciting. This is my first, I'm going to play this game finally, like, beginning to end, and this is my first, like, true Dragon's Dogma experience. And I absolutely loved all the stuff that I was able to play early when we were doing the showcase with Capcom. That was amazing. Since then, I've seen more like classes revealed, and I cannot wait to play the Sorcerer. It's going to be very fun. I'm so excited.
Yes, I always tell people, imagine a huge Bethesda-style RPG, but with good combat.
Yes.
Is the big distinction
It's
here.
true.
It's like primo, top-notch Capcom action-oriented combat. Beautiful world to explore, different classes to become experts at. And this great system where you recruit these people called pawns,
yes.
who help you out, and they become part of the story and part of your party as well.
Good dialogue with the pawns, too.
Yes.
Yes.
Coming on the same day.
Again with this, guys.
Princess Peach Showtime on March 22nd. This is another one where I just need to see it for myself. This game could be great. This game could be terrible. At this point, we don't know.
We don't know.
But I'm intrigued.
Yes, I'm intrigued too. It's always good to see Princess Peach take on some different roles. I love how she can be different things like a sword fighter and a samurai or whatever. So I'm very excited to see what this is. But yes, I think we don't know too much about it right now, so it could be bad.
Got to play it to find out.
Right.
Number 11. Now, so all these games up to this point, these were all coming out in the first 3 months of the year.
Right.
That's 10 games
Whoops.
that I really want to play. Am I going to play all 10? Probably not.
That's a lot of games.
We get a little bit of a break now in terms of games that are announced dates. We're jumping all the way to August now. I'm sure there will be games that come out before August.
Exactly.
We just don't know what they are.
We don't know what they are yet.
Black Myth Wukong is one that is maybe a little under the radar depending on the circles you run in, but it's looking cool to us.
Yeah, this looks really cool. I think maybe people don't know, but Wukan is a kind of a traditional mythological character in Chinese mythology. So it's actually stories that I grew up with. My mom used to read me a lot of Wukan stories when I was a kid. So obviously this is not like children's fairy tales because it looks quite violent, but it looks really good.
It does look great. It looks like this sort of, very high quality, very visually intense depiction of these classic myths.
Yeah.
That's always a fun thing to see.
Right.
These, being translated from one medium to the other. Mm-hmm. I'm slightly familiar with these stories, but it's going to be exciting to see them in a game.
Yes.
Number 12.
Oh, you're so hyped for this.
Oh, boy. On September 9th, Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2. I've said many times on this channel, my goal when I retire is to get big into Warhammer and paint miniatures.
Right.
Until then, I can play games like this. This is a very action-oriented take on Warhammer, where you are the Space Marine, who's a guy who's 9 feet tall, who has a chainsaw sword and giant guns.
Of course.
Stomping orcs, stomping goblins,
of course.
stomping everybody.
Why not?
The first game, it's been a while since the first game in the series came out, but I really loved it. It was such a fun action game. I'm so happy that they are making another. I'm really ready for this.
Okay.
Yes. Next.
This one.
So now we're into the zone where these games don't have dates.
Yeah, so they could come out before.
We've just been told 2024.
Right.
So we don't know.
But
we know it's coming.
Excited.
Paper Mario, the Thousand-Year Door remake.
It's gonna be good, guys. This one is maybe my most anticipated one on the list for now.
Wow.
For now. You famously have not played all the way through.
Not all the way, no.
So now you can experience the magic of Paper Mario, the good Paper Mario. The good one, not
before Sticker Star.
Before we were marred and scarred by
Yes.
Sticker Star. But yes, I cannot wait to play this game. Again, maybe I should just play the original again. Maybe I should do that.
Play them all.
Play it all.
That's the answer.
Yes.
Next, we have Star Wars Outlaws, which looks to be a different take on a Star Wars game. This is being made by Ubisoft. The last couple Star Wars games have been done by EA, so it's nice to get a fresh team and a fresh perspective on this. This looks like a proper sort of open world game that's kind of based on, being the Star Wars scoundrel, getting into the Star Wars underworld, which is always an interesting part. That's a little bit separated from, the highfalutin Jedi and
I like this
stuff
more,
like that.
honestly.
Yeah.
Because I like to see the everyday people in the universe of Star Wars. Sure, the Jedi are cool. Okay, the Sith.
Not everything has to be about Jedi.
Not everything, exactly.
Right.
That's why the Andor stuff was so interesting. I hope that we get more of that.
Yes. Looks great so far, though. Next is an indie game that we have had our eye on. It's called Thank Goodness You're Here.
Oh, you got the title finally right.
Well, I wrote it down so I can remember it
very
now.
carefully reading it from this paper.
But this is an extremely British game that is still hilarious to us.
It
you
is
play
so good.
A mysteriously tiny man
A tiny salesperson
who slaps things. That's the way you interact with the world, is you slap it.
And everything about this is kind of gross, but hilarious.
Yes.
There's a lot of interesting scenarios that happen in this tiny little British town. And as you're going around helping people in the town, weird stuff happens. And it's amazing.
British humor is famous for a reason. We mostly get it in TV shows and movies, so it's fun to see it adapted into a game. We played this game a couple times. It's hilarious.
Yes.
I'm very excited for this.
Me too.
Next is another indie game, the Plucky Squire, which is, this is art by James Turner, who used to be the art director for Pokemon for a while, and he left to go work on this game, which is one of the coolest looking games we've seen in a while.
We were, I think it made huge waves when it was first shown in a direct, but it has the storybook kind of art style. You're going into the pages of the book. You look like you're in a child's room. There's so many interesting game mechanics that sort of follow along that thematic. And yeah, it looks amazing. And we want to play it.
Yes. Next up, we have Llamasoft, the Jeff Minter story. We loved the making of Karateka. This is the next in the series of these interactive documentaries that Digital Eclipse is making. I'll be honest, I don't know a lot about Llamasoft and Jeff Minter. I know that he makes these kind of psychedelic shooter games that have been around for decades. But I'll be honest, I didn't know a lot about Karateka either.
And it was very interesting to learn.
It's fascinating. I'm just interested in the story and the people who made these games. So I have faith that this is going to suck me in. I'm sure they're getting all sorts of archival materials and interviews and footage that we've never seen before. So I'm not worried that I don't know about Llamasoft. I think this is just going to be a great story.
Exactly. I think that we learned from, playing the making of Karateka that you actually don't need to have any relationship or any sort of previous knowledge about the game itself. And it's actually cool to discover a new game this way and about the people that made it. So I'm very excited about this as well.
Next is Hades 2.
Whoa.
Which is a game we've known about for a long time. It's going to
have excited about
its early access launch soonish, maybe?
I think so.
Sort of.
I think so.
Yeah.
We love Supergiant. They are one of the developers that are right in our backyard in San Francisco. We had the great pleasure of working with them when we were at Nintendo for Hades, the first Hades. This is one of the best games I've ever played. So we're all just pins and needles for Hades 2 and can't wait.
Yeah, they're true masters, and they really do use that early access period to build
work
on
out
the
a
game,
bunch of stuff,
to work out some kinks that they have. So I haven't decided yet if I want to get into the early access version or wait until
play the perfect version,
the proper full release that where they've worked all that stuff out. I don't know, but this is going to be one of the biggest games of the year for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah. So one thing we didn't mention is Switch 2. Is it going to happen this year?
Yes.
Is it not?
We
might tend to think that it is. Obviously, we know nothing about it, but that's just going to be a big on our schedule here.
When that drops, if and when, I'll say if for now, if and when that drops, the lineup of games is going to go nuts.
Yes.
Obviously.
This 19-game list is going to become like a 30-game list
real
fast.
With like giant franchises like Mario Kart and all sorts of other stuff that's going to just come out. Which will be awesome. It'll be so much fun.
But I'm surprised at how much is already on the books for next year, especially in that Q1. I kind of am shocked at that. But 2023 was one of the best years for playing games and games to come out.
Looks like
2024 is in great shape.
2024 is already looking great. Let us know what games that you are looking forward to the most in the comments. Maybe it's some of these on this list. Do we miss anything? Tell us. We'd love to know. All right, we will talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.